Good morning, everybody. My name is Bart Winkler. Ryan Horvat's here. You're really broed out with that necklace, but more importantly, the Aaron Rodgers T-shirt that you're wearing today. I appreciate
wasn't broing out with my necklace. This is my cross. I just didn't realize it popped out of my shirt.
I didn't know you were a cross necklace guy.
Yeah, man, I'm a Catholic. What do you think about 4 more years for Aaron Rodgers, the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers?
Somebody sent me. He's got an event coming up. It's part of Deborah Silverman Astrology. India Ari, Maria Menounos, and Aaron Rodgers are all the celebrity guests in the astrological immersions thing.
Guys are saving the planet one day at a time, and the fans have outed him. He's now going to the Jets to reunite with good old buddy Hackett. He's going to be throwing the ball to the likes of Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall should be back by week 6 next year. That defense, Rodgers finally going to have the opportunity to play with a top 10 defense, not just one that we overhype or overrate as a top 10 defense. I'm excited for him. It's looking like that's probably where he's going to end up. And
well, this is so weird because so Nathaniel Hackett gets hired as the OC for the Jets. And then everybody quote tweets it and says the same thing. You know, Rodgers is going to the Jets. Mm-hmm. But Hackett went to the Broncos. Mm-hmm. Hackett and Rodgers knew each other for like a year. We're acting like they're best friends and they're destined to be together. I guess it would make it more likely, but a little. I don't know. I don't know that that's the move.
Why would you fire Michael LaFleur to hire Nathaniel Hackett? If you're firing Michael LaFleur,
because LaFleur stinks.
Does he, or did the quarterback stink? I mean, he had Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Chris Strevler. So all I'm saying is I don't know that their play calling styles are much different. I mean, Hackett was under LaFleur for all those years, and Michael LaFleur is Matt LaFleur's brother. I feel like there's probably something to this, or at least this is. I don't know. I don't know.
Like if Rodgers gets traded, it's probably to the Jets.
What do you think? What do you think the Jets possibly saw from the Denver tape that they were like, we got to hire this guy to call our plays?
Nothing. They're all bros. They're all in the fraternity, and Hackett's somebody that Rodgers could steamroll over.
So yeah, so this probably means Rodgers is going to the Jets. That's what I was asking. That's what we're getting at, right?
But I think he was likely, if he's going to get traded, he's going to go to the Jets regardless.
Yeah. So now this probably helps their.
I mean, we have the guy that Rodgers has had this connection with in Tom Clements. That was the guy. Remember they hired him and we're like, oh, I think Rodgers is coming back.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Hackett he was with for a year, and they did Gold Zone, and it was like a cute story one week.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean,
they're not lifelong friends like you and me.
I hate that we have to wait, though, man, until March, because I just want this over with, to be honest with you.
No, we got all of February. Thank God it's a short month. And then we have, because he can get traded the league year, like on March 15th.
March 15th, right? Yeah. So we'll see. It's looking like that's probably going to be what happens, though. It's going to be sad for some of us. It'll be a happy day for some of us. But change is coming. And change isn't always a good thing. Sometimes change is a good thing. We'll see. I think it's definitely a good thing for Aaron Rodgers. I think he immediately goes to a team with probably a better chance to win, because the hell are the Bills going to look like next year after another devastating playoff loss? You got Stephon Diggs storming out of the locker room before even showering, him and Josh Allen fighting. They need a number 2 wide receiver. It's clearly not Gabe Davis, who we nicknamed Big Game Dave Jesus. I'm tired today. Big Game Gabe after just one game.
Oh, that's a hard one. That's hard.
You got the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, Jets probably win 11, 12 games with Rodgers next year. Maybe more. We'll see. What do you think about the Packers? Oh, we have a bet. I forgot.
Yeah, we have a bet that the Packers win more than Aaron Rodgers.
You're going to stick with that bet if he goes to the Jets?
Yeah, he's going to do the same thing Favre did. Start 9-3 and miss the playoffs.
No way. This is a better Jets team than Favre had, though.
I didn't buy a Favre Jets jersey during that time, but I saw one at a thrift shop like 3 years ago, so I bought it. And then now that Favre's a criminal, I gave it to Goodwill. I don't think they accepted it, though.
They're like, no, we're even we don't want this. We're good on this.
We'll use this for a rag when we change our tires and change our oil. We're brought to you by Golden Chicken today. What?
Oh, yeah. Love me some Golden Chicken. Sometimes when I'm back home, I give them a call, 414-427-5500. Usually 8 breasts, 1 large fry. Order of the mini tacos. I call it the Horvat special. Golden Chicken. Finger licking fucking good.
Yeah, your words. Golden Chicken in Hales Corners. Check them out, goldenchickenhc.com. What a nice weekend it would be. Not just for the games, but Saturday you got the Royal Rumble. Maybe go, Friday go with the fish fry. Saturday go with get some pizzas, and then Sunday get the chicken for the games, because you got a lot going on here this weekend, and Golden Chicken can deliver to you or cater your event if you have a party or whatnot, a quinceañera or whatever you got.
Quinceañera. Hey, let me ask you this really quick. Are you a kind of guy, like, let's say your wife leaves town, maybe your wife's even home, but she's busy on the weekend. You're going to be watching the Royal Rumble on Saturday. You're going to be watching the championship games on Sunday. If you order a bunch of food, do you eat the leftovers the next day, or are you like, I got to get something else? It's the weekend. Like, let's say you have a bunch of chicken left over, or maybe you order 2 large pizzas because it's like a 2 for $25 deal or something like that. I remember when I was doing the Friday night scoreboard show with Mike McGivern, he would get the 3 pizzas, 2 Pepsis, but you get a deal like that. Do you eat the pizza the next day, or are you like, oh, fuck, I can't have pizza 2 days in a row?
I eat whatever's in my fridge.
It doesn't answer the question. Oh, okay. So you would eat pizza, do you just you would eat it all weekend long?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say, oh, I got to have this another time.
No, it'd be for breakfast, lunch, snack.
What you're saying is you don't have leftovers very often because you eat the whole thing.
Well, I'm a large man.
Well, no, me too. When I order a pizza, I usually eat the whole thing.
What's your favorite Super Bowl snack? 414-799-1250.
Wings. I like wings.
Okay, I'll draft pizza.
I actually always kind of liked that segment because it would give me ideas. I hate a lot of stuff about sports talk radio, fantasy football segments that last an hour in particular, 20 minutes, good enough for you to get your goddamn questions in. But I always and I know you don't like it, I always kind of like the spread Super Bowl segments. I always wanted to have a chef on to give ideas. I'm always just looking for different new ideas of delicious, yummy foods. I don't hate the Super Bowl food segment. I'm not going to lie.
All right, well, maybe we'll do that before the Super Bowl. I'll get you, Toby, and Shay, and we'll draft.
Shit, Toby could just come over. He'll sit right next to me.
Toby's out there. You got to meet up with them.
I'm going to. We're going. We have to go. We had a bet, and it was either the Commanders or the Packers. One of them we thought were making the playoffs. The other fan had to buy the other seats to a Wizards game, a Nationals game. Hell of options we got here.
Oh yeah.
And we both didn't make the playoffs. Now we both got to pay. I'll probably buy Toby a ticket. We'll go to the Wizards Bulls maybe or something. Wizards Bucks. How about our Bucks, by the way?
Yeah. Where are you on the NBA load management thing? Everyone's talking about it.
I don't really care. The NBA regular season sucks. What they need to do is they need to move from 82 games to 52 games, not even 62 games. We got to go to a 52 game schedule.
Remember when it was 50 games in 99 and the Spurs beat the Knicks?
Yeah, that was Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Because of the yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you know what? I hated that year though. But there's just basketball was different back then because guys.
I kind of liked when baseball was 60 games that year. That was fun.
I don't. Baseball's long. It's boring as shit. But what else do we have during the summer, really? And you don't have to watch all 162 games now either. That's the good thing. It's not like you got to go field calls in the morning about how Craig Counsell used his bullpen.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll do posts for every Brewer game. I got that's another topic for another day. We're gonna come right back, get to the picks next. We are back.
Are you experiencing technical difficulties with your boner? No, wait, sorry. I was trying to do some ads for us. Come on now.
I got ads.
Move that spare tie around your waist there, right?
I'm overflowing with ads. Omaha Steaks promo code Bart.
Do you want me to pull them out of my freezer again, or are we good today?
Nah. All right. The first game is the Eagles and the Niners.
Yeah, let's blow through these. I'd rather talk about the Royal Rumble.
Well, I think the Eagles are going to blow through the Niners. Now, dude, I have a Niners problem where I just don't think they're that good. I think they're overrated. I think Kyle Shanahan's severely overrated. He's better. He's on the, like, if you take coaches and go good and bad, he'd be in the good category. But he's not like, we're treating him like he's Bill Walsh all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He ain't that.
No.
His team's got so many weapons. John Lynch, that a-hole who got in before Butler, he did a good job building this squad. Okay, but then they also luck into whatever Brock Purdy is. Don't tell me John Lynch knew that if Trey Lance went down and Jimmy G stayed, that Brock Purdy would get him to the NFC Championship game. This slipper has to come off. The pumpkin, the carriage, cinder, midnight's coming is what I'm saying for the Niners.
Yeah, tweet that out on Sunday. Say midnight's coming, bitches. And I'm rooting against them too.
Me too.
A couple things that you said there, I actually took notes because I love Kyle Shanahan as a play caller, and I think he is a really good head coach. But I'm with you. We treat this guy like he's Bill Walsh. It's always, you can't bet against Kyle Shanahan. Fuck you guys talking about? I bet against Kyle Shanahan all the time. I'm pretty much rich off of betting against Kyle Shanahan. Bet against him in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. He's really good, but he's also kind of a big wimp. Like last week against Dallas, other than we got to talk about that final play too, really quickly. We had to text the guys over at 105.3 The Fan out in Dallas to figure out if that was Mike McCarthy's play call or if that was Kellen Moore's play call, because I was defending Mac the next day. Thought he actually the problem was Kellen Moore, coach scared, called plays scared against San Francisco. Dak didn't play very good. Dak was kind of awful, actually. But Michael Gallup is who he's thrown to on the outside. That's where you attack the Niners. In the slot, you attack them. But the problem was CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard gets hurt, and then they had to use CeeDee Lamb as Tony Pollard. He's your number one wide receiver. They should have brought back Amari Cooper, dude, and just paid him because they just didn't have the weapons. But I didn't think McCarthy was that bad in that game. Dallas, both defenses played really well.
He was being aggressive. He had learned his mistakes from,
But that's what I was going to say, man. Like, he was aggressive, and Shanahan coached like a big puss. Punting the ball away 4th and inches at midfield, kicking those field goals. I don't know. I feel like Kyle's a really good play caller. Obviously, everything's scripted. Who does this sound like? Everything when it's scripted is really good, but when he gets punched in the mouth or when he has to make in-game adjustments, he falls apart. Now he's better than his little buddy LaFleur is at the in-game adjustments, and that's why he always beats LaFleur in big games. But I think that those guys are a lot alike, and Shanahan gets a little too cute or he gets a little too conservative. I don't know. That final play call, the only thing worth me losing $1,000, because that's what I lost on the Cowboys. I just stood up. I just stared at the ceiling all night long. My wife's like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, nothing. By the way, we're going to be eating salami sandwiches all week for lunch. But the only thing that made up for it was that final play call. Was Zeke getting
how else are you going to get the ball 80 yards down the field? I don't hate it.
Oh, it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
You can't have Zeke at center, though. When he got floored, I started cackling. It was so funny.
I guess it was a Kellen Moore play call, and it was they didn't expect. Oh shit! They didn't expect San Francisco to blitz up the middle and just completely wipe out Zeke. And then dude catches the ball and just gets completely blown up. It was the worst thing I saw this weekend.
They thought they just did our guy Daniel Jones rush on Zeke or something.
What'd you say?
They thought they'd go 5 apple on him.
They thought they were just gonna drop everybody back and just allow Zeke to just like it's like flag football or some shit. They just And Zeke's so washed too; he could barely move. The only thing I saw that was worse was Daniel Jones down 30 points in the second half, 4th quarter of that game, just throwing his guys into hammers. Just everything was into oncoming traffic.
Oh, and then that idiot punted too. Dable punted.
Yeah, he waved the white flag. He got scared. I'm with you on the Eagles though, because the Eagles, man, you could kind of like dink and dunk your way down the field, but they limit the explosive stuff. So probably no explosive plays from Debo or Kittle down the field. I think Brock Purdy, my favorite bet this weekend is Brock Purdy to throw an interception. I bet the house on it. It's really just kind of like one bullet for this weekend. I hate Brock Purdy, to be honest with you. He's kind of become the TCU Horned Frogs, where I hated them. Like everybody loves them. 9-year-old Horvat would have loved them. They're a cute story. They're the underdog. But as a sports bettor, hate him because and also, like, I do not need Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy's played in as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers. Well, Brock Purdy made the Super Bowl.
Irrelevant stories for 2 weeks.
Patrick Mahomes lost to the Bengals this weekend. Is Brock Purdy?
Fox will get a crew of all like the last 10 Mr. Irrelevant sitting around in a theater. Yeah.
It's the same reason like I hate the Rodgers one ring conversation because it's like one man on a football field. It's 111. So I think the Eagles win. I'm taking Jalen Hurts. How do you stop the Eagles, man? Because I know San Francisco.
We severely underestimate, like, first of all, Devontae Smith is a Heisman winner. Yeah. And then A.J. Brown, like, is the most overlooked elite talent in the league.
And he's pissed off. He says he doesn't want to be a diva, but he wants the football. I like him over 5.5 receptions. And the way that you beat the Niners, that defense is great. We talked about this last week. The pass rush, Nick Bosa is going to be a defensive player of the year. I love Fred Warner. He had that interception on Dak. But I just the difference is, like, with the Eagles, they have so many weapons. Like you just said, Devontae Smith works out of the slot, and the Niners give up 10 yards per reception to the slot. So he should have a big day. And then they give up a bunch of yards on the outside, and that's where A.J. Brown is. So I think the Eagles, and then, 49ers are great against the run, but if you take away Miles Sanders or you take away Boston Scott, they just have all those running backs. And even if you take them out of the equation, then you have Jalen using his legs. And I just needed to see last week if he was healthy, and he looked healthy. I think the Eagles win this game by a touchdown. So I'm all over Philadelphia with you.
The Chiefs and the Bengals. So another year, 5 straight years in Kansas City. Mahomes is the question here. He is walking without a boot, unless that was just for 2 minutes at a press conference. The Bengals offensive line stinks. We know that. So the Chiefs can get to Cincinnati that way. Joe Burrow is having a moment. I think their running game is a lot better than we give credit for, too, with Joe Mixon. I am hesitant to take the Bengals. I kind of want to take the Chiefs.
Oh, we're going to be on the same side then. So I hope this wasn't like the tiebreaker episode, or that's going to have to come down to the Super Bowl.
Oh, we stopped that after week 3.
So
no, actually, I'm up 2 games on you. Let's say, who cares?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Fine.
You're probably up like 50.
Yeah, but we did this last week with the Bengals, where everybody was picking against the Bengals, and Buffalo got out to being a 5.5-point favorite because the Bengals were without 3 offensive linemen. But then we were like, wait, but those offensive linemen suck. Like Jonah Williams, he's given up like 35 pressures and sacks this year, and the Bengals won that game. Feel like a high ankle sprain is a devastating injury. Like Mahomes isn't even going to be right for the Super Bowl. He's not going to be right until the summer with that injury. But what they're going to do is, yesterday he was a full participant, I would assume, because they shot him up with some Toradol to see if he can move around, to get a practice in. Today he's probably not going to be a full participant. I'm not quite sure, but he's definitely going to play on Sunday. And if I'm betting on anybody with one leg, other than Aaron Rodgers, who beat the Chicago Bears on one leg with Khalil Mack, it's Patrick Mahomes. And for some fucking reason, Football America and everybody else has turned this into a legacy game. Again, this is what I hate, man. Like when Rodgers loses a playoff game, his legacy is tarnished. Is it? He's won 4 MVPs.
There's a legacy drive for Dak Prescott.
Now we're doing it already with Mahomes because Mahomes is awesome. He's great. So now it's a legacy game. If Burrow beats him, I love Joe Burrow probably more than anybody. I always have, but he's my favorite quarterback, not named Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He's not. He has the better weapons, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. But I hate that we made this a legacy game because Mahomes is playing on one leg with a high ankle sprain. If this is the regular season, we don't see Mahomes for a month. He's going to play on one leg, and I think now he's going to feel the pressure. I think they're going to win this game. I think the Chiefs win at Arrowhead. And I love, a couple days ago, I bet it. Plus 2.5. I bought the 3 minus 120. I have Patrick Mahomes at Arrowhead as a 3-point dog. On one leg, that's fine because I think they're going to be able to run the ball. What Andy Reid needs to do, run the football. Pacheco was averaging like 6 yards per carry. Use Jerick McKinnon. That was the problem he would always have in Philadelphia on those Donovan McNabb teams. They would always get way too pass happy, even with leads in the second half. Run the ball. It's not like Mahomes is going to have to sit in the pocket all day and hunt the deep ball because they don't do that anymore. What he's going to do is have to do everything underneath to Kelsey. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to have to wake up and have a game. I'm on the Chiefs here. Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl for me. And I actually bet that plus 1,400 Chiefs to beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl because I have already seen this in my head. It's going to be the Kelsey Bowl. Jason Kelsey against Travis
Yeah,
Kelce.
that sucks too.
A week long. The mom's going to be there. She's going to have the split jersey. I don't know who to root for. I don't know what to do.
So either we're getting the Kelsey Bowl or Mr. Irrelevant or Joe Burrow cigar or something.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Kelsey Bowl. I'm going to take the Chiefs with you.
Golden Chicken. Check them out. goldenchickenhc.com, 414-427-5500. You know, it's cold, and there's no better way to warm up than with a nice big bucket of chicken from Golden Chicken. Finger licking fucking good.
Yeah, there you go. They appreciate it. I was walking down. I was pumping gas at the Quick Trip down here the other day.
Yeah, in Maryland.
Guy in Maryland, which is weird. Guy stops me. He's like, "Hey, Horvat, you really think Rodgers is gone?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't really know. It was looking like it." He's like, "Who do you think they take in the draft?" And then he's like, "Hey, heading back into Wisconsin today. Gonna get some golden chicken. Finger looking fucking good."
I got to play some voicemails, and then I'll come back and do some Rumble picks with you.
Good. We got 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Coming up.
Company meeting.
Bart Winkler Show. Right after this. All right. Horvat's back. I'm filling out a pool on DraftKings. No offense.
None taken. Me too.
For the Royal Rumble.
That's where I bet Brock Purdy to throw an interception. Better price.
So there's a bunch of different things you can pick.
Let's do it.
Will entrants number 1 and 2 be from the same brand?
Do those yourself. Skip over those.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, let's do these all together. Let's pick together. But I don't want to.
They're different brand. They'll mix them up.
I don't want to. I'll mix mine up when I fill out mine, but let's do this together as an exercise here. But I don't want to have the same bracket as you in case we both win. Then I got to split.
Oh, yeah, that's likely.
Me.
So who is number? Did anyone declare number 1 like Liv Morgan did? And we're doing the men's Rumble. The women's Rumble is also good, but
all right, we're doing the men's here.
Yeah,
I would assume Cody's probably going to be 1 or 2, right?
Because the next one is when will the number 1 entrant be eliminated? Before number 4, between 4 and 17, between 18 and 30, or 1 is the winner?
Between 18 and 30, I'm going to say, because I don't think Cody's going to win.
Yeah, they like to have one go. Yeah, Cody, because then he can get his long entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a big welcome. Yeah, Cody is 1.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, I wanted to prove that I'm 1 and something.
Why did they tell us Cody was coming back? Why not just have him?
Because they said they're happy with their surprises.
Yeah, because I don't think Cody's winning because I think it's too obvious, dude. It's like the year that we all thought just,
What do you think the chances are that we get like an AEW guy? 0?
I don't know.
I could see Jericho or Moxley. If they were going to do anyone, it'd be one of those two. Now, I don't think it's happening. But could you imagine a WWE crowd chanting and singing along to Judas? That'd be weird.
I would say if anybody would be able to pull it off, it would be Jericho. They showed Jericho the other night on Monday night. Not that they won it, it's Jericho, but him and Vince still have a good relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, Jericho could kind of do whatever he wants at this point. It would probably be, if anybody, him. Definitely, I don't think it'd be Mox. I think too soon. Maybe CM Punk.
Well, okay. I'll get to that in a minute. Who will enter first, Omos or Braun Strowman?
Omos.
Okay. Who will enter first, Gunther or Ricochet? Ricochet is going to come out first. Yeah. Who will have more eliminations, Austin Theory or Bobby Lashley?
Bobby Lashley.
Who, if anyone, will interfere in the Rumble? Paul Heyman, Scarlett, MVP, or JBL?
JBL.
Oh, MVP.
All right.
He's got like 5 guys he's half managing right now.
Yeah.
Who will have the most eliminations? Theory, Lashley, Cody, or Omos?
I think it's going to be Omos. They're going to like build him up, and then he's going to get tossed over. Although, aren't we kind of done with Omos? I never even see him on TV barely anymore.
If Omos is eliminated, how many people will be involved in removing him from the ring? More or less than 7? Less.
I'm going to say less. It's going to be one guy. It's probably going to be like Braun. Who's he beefing with?
Braun.
Oh, Braun's tossing his ass over. That's friend of show, Braun Strowman.
Will an eliminated participant enter the ring?
Yes.
Will any participants wrestle while outside of the ring? Well, of course.
Yeah, of course.
What will happen? Dominic eliminates Ray. Ray eliminates Dominic, or neither Mysterio is involved in each other's elimination.
No, Dominic's going to eliminate Ray. I think they've done a pretty good job with this.
No, Ray's eliminating Dom.
They're clearly fighting at Royal Rumble because Ray's whole thing is, I can't fight you, so I'm going to go to SmackDown.
And then this will be the thing, and he'll look like, oh no, what'd I do? What did I do?
Isn't he fighting Karrion Kross, or are they just like building that up?
I don't know. That's DOA.
Okay.
Will anyone have more than 7 eliminations in the Rumble?
Yes.
How many eliminations will be made by current free agents? 3 or more, 2 or less?
3, 2. I'm going to go 2 or less. No, 3 or more. 3 or more. Sorry.
Will Roman or Kevin Owens participate in the Rumble?
No.
Will number 30 be a member of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or a free agent?
Free agent.
Do you think it's going to be Rock?
So I thought we were getting Rock versus Roman. That's what they've been talking about for the last year. I think that's what they were planning. And now I guess The Rock says he can't make it. He can't commit to it. So
is that
I
a
saw
swerve?
We're trying to get Stone Cold Steve Austin to fight.
Is that a swerve?
I don't know.
Is Rock swerving? Rock says he can't get in wrestling shape. It's in 3 months. They just need you to be out there for 10 minutes, dude.
Oh, is that what he said? He can't get in wrestling shape? I thought he had a movie or something. He's in the jungle. The guy's in every movie. He's like on a safari. You ever notice that?
Yeah, him and
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart are best friends.
Yeah, but like every movie, he's up to the same shit.
Except that one movie he died in right away when him and Sam Jackson jumped off the building.
Who?
The other guys with Will Ferrell and
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know though, man. Because
Sami Zayn's having a WrestleMania 30 Daniel Bryan type run. Everybody's big about Sami Zayn.
That would be great. I think they're splitting the belts. They tried to do it the other night with the tag team titles, or they kind of did. It was only for the Raw championships. And I feel like I've heard, I read these like dirt sheets when I'm bored.
Right. Of course.
That they were gonna have Roman fight on Saturday and Sunday. He was gonna wrestle. So maybe he would wrestle like Cody on Saturday and then wrestle The Rock on Sunday.
But he's got to fight Sammy. That's been the story the last year. Because it was maybe Cody and it was Rock, but then in their absence, Sammy and Roman have become like that's the match you want to see.
I thought what they were going to do is they're going to set up. See, no, because I think what happens is I think
Sammy and KO team up against the Usos.
Yeah, because I think Royal Rumble this Sunday, I think, is going to be Kevin Owens and obviously Roman. They're going to have Sammy like take him out with something. He's not going to do it. So then they're going to take out Sammy. So then it's going to be Sammy against Roman at the next pay-per-view, that one that they do like in between. And then something's going to happen there with the Usos. And it's going to set up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against the Usos for the tag belts.
Oh.
And that's probably going to main event night 1. And then night 2 is when you'll have the Roman Cody match. I mean, I kind of want them to save this for Cody because he got hurt. I thought the WrestleMania would have been the perfect like finish to the story.
I think Rock's coming. I think Rock's coming.
I don't want to see The Rock and Roman Reigns, to be honest with you. I'd rather see Cody. I'd rather see Sammy. I mean, it depends what The Rock looks like. CM Punk had to carry The Rock when he came back the last time. The Rock was like out of breath. He could barely breathe. And it kind of pissed me off that CM Punk had this long reign and then they just ended it with a fucking people's elbow. You know what I mean? Like I saw CM Punk take every Brock Lesnar's finisher 3 times, everybody's finisher, chair shots, and he just loses to The Rock's people's elbow.
Same thing happened with KO when he had the belt and he just lost to Goldberg in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was like in the Fiend. The Fiend also lost to Goldberg in like 2 minutes. Guys destroying everybody. Seth Rollins is lighting him on fire. Orton's lighting him on fire. He's getting hit with sledgehammers. And then Goldberg shows up, 55 years old, spears him, and he's just done. That's why it's been a much better product since Vince has went away. Unfortunately, now Vince is back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, though, man. Because I don't know what they're going to do. I think it seems so obvious that Cody wins that I don't think Cody does win. Maybe it is a swerve and The Rock comes back. Again, I just saw on the internet they're trying to get Stone Cold to wrestle Roman Reigns now. And he was originally scheduled to be there. They wanted to do him against Brock Lesnar, the match that never happened.
Yeah, Brock's back.
I'm also really excited for this Bray Wyatt LA Knight all dark
Mountain Dew match.
I wish it wasn't a Mountain Dew match, to be honest with you. That makes it a little corny, but I think obviously we're getting the Fiend, right?
All right, I have one more. I got a couple other questions in here, but there's one more that I do want to ask you before we wrap up. How many pieces of chicken from Golden Chicken will Bart eat during the Rumble? 7 to 8 pieces, 9 to 10 pieces, 11 to 12 pieces, 13 to 16 pieces, or 17 or more pieces of chicken from Golden Chicken?
17 or more.
Yeah.
It's a big weekend, dude.
I gotta eat 30. I gotta eat a piece of chicken for every entrance.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my pick though. I'll be chalky and I'm gonna pick Cody.
All right. I'm gonna say that it will be Sami Zayn or The Rock.
All right, man. Well, good luck this weekend, dude. Again, go Eagles, fly, and go Chiefs.
Horvat, love you. Thanks for double duty this week.
Hey, thanks, dude. I'll see you later. I'm actually heading into a work meeting right now to get yelled at. See ya.
All right.
Nothing's changed.
Okay. Ryan Horvat. And that'll do it. We'll be live Sunday night after the Bucks play whoever it is they play. And that would be the Pelicans. And then also after the championship game. So we'll jump on YouTube live on Sunday night. Thanks to, everybody. You guys, Happy Place Hemp, Carl's Place, Omaha Steaks, and of course, Golden Chicken in Hills Corners, bringing you our Friday picks every week all season. Delivering, catering, 414-427-5500, goldenchickenhc.com. Have a good weekend, everyone. See you.